When God spoke to Moses in the burning bush, what was so significant about that event? Why should it matter to us today? What can we learn from it? Well, there are several things. First of all, this was the first time that God revealed himself to Moses. The leader of Israel, the man whom God had chosen to deliver his people from slavery in Egypt and lead them into the promised land. This was their first encounter, and it was very significant because it established their relationship. It was the basis for everything that followed. And so we see here an illustration of the principle that getting your start with the Lord is a very important thing. The way you begin your walk with Him will set the pattern for the future. Your first love, your first commitment, your first experiences, they're going to shape and form your spiritual life together. So if you get off to a bad start, well, then it's going to be difficult to have a strong, vibrant, fruitful walk with Jesus. But if you start right, well, then you've got a good foundation, and you can build on that for a lifetime. So it matters how you start. Secondly, this event is significant because it was at this point that Moses received his commission. God told him to go and confront Pharaoh and to lead the people of Israel out of Egypt. So he received his marching orders. He received his assignment. And this is always the case when someone begins to follow Jesus. As soon as they make that decision, they receive a mission, they receive a purpose, they receive a goal, they receive something to work toward. Jesus didn't just come to save people. He came to save people and to equip them and empower them and send them out to do His work. So it's always part of the plan that you will receive a commission. You'll have something to do. You won't be idle. You won't just be sitting on the bench. No, you'll be in the game. You'll be playing. You'll be serving. You'll be active in doing something for the Lord. So Moses received his commission at the burning bush. And thirdly, and perhaps most importantly, it was at this time that Moses received his authority. Look at what happens in Exodus chapter 3, verse 10. Moses said, "Who am I that I should go to Pharaoh and bring the Israelites out of Egypt?" In verse 12, he says, "O my Lord, I am not eloquent, neither was I yesterday nor the day before, nor even after you have spoken to me, for I am slow of speech and tongue." In other words, Moses is saying, I don't feel qualified. I don't feel capable. I don't think I can do this job. And isn't that always the case when God calls someone? They never feel adequate. They never feel worthy. They never feel like they can do the job. But God says, that's not the issue. It's not your feelings that are important. It's my call on your life that is important. And I'm going to give you everything you need in order to do this successfully. So God commissioned him. He gave him a mission, and He gave him authority, and He promised to be with him. Notice what God says in Exodus 3, verse 12. The Lord said to him, "I will certainly be with you, and this will be your sign to them that I have sent you." So God gave him a sign to give to the people of Israel, and that was this, that when Moses stretched out his hand, it would become a staff, or it would become a serpent. So God gave him the power to perform miracles to authenticate His message, to confirm His call. So when God speaks to you, when you feel that call on your life, when you know that He has something for you to do, remember, you are not alone. Remember, He is with you. Remember, He will give you everything you need. Don't ever say, I'm not worthy, I'm not enough, I'm not able. Say, God, I'll go. Send me. That's the response that we read in the book of Isaiah, that we read in the book of Jeremiah, that we read in the book of Ezekiel. God called these men, and they said, "Here I am, send me." So don't ever shrink back. Don't ever back away from the call of God on your life. Embrace it and say, Lord, I'll go. I'll do whatever it takes. I'll go wherever you want me to go. I'll say whatever you want me to say. I'll break whatever chains you want me to break. I'll heal whatever hearts you want me to heal. I'll help whoever you want me to help. I'll serve you however you want me to serve you. That's the spirit that we should have. The same spirit that Moses had. The spirit of a servant. He didn't want to be a great leader. He didn't want to be famous or have some kind of political office. No, he wanted to serve God, and that's what he said in Exodus chapter 3. Verse 13, "Speak, O Lord, and let it be according to your word." So it's the same thing with us. We want to say, God, speak to us. Speak to our hearts. Speak to our minds. Speak to our wills. Let your word be supreme in our lives. Let your voice be heard in our circumstances. Let your presence be felt in our problems. Let your power be demonstrated in our weakness. That's the kind of faith that we need. That's the kind of faith that will move mountains. And it all starts with being sensitive to the voice of God, which is exactly what Moses was.